Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. Come on in. Look, I feel a little naked without my necklace, so bear with me. I saw myself in the camera. I was like, nope, need my necklace. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to talk today about how do I connect with my higher power. That's a big conversation for a lot of people, especially right now. People are questioning what they've always believed. Peace, Tab. Okay, when y'all enter the room, make sure you say, hey, hey, hey. Type in that AYE. AYE represents my business, which is Authentically Your Expressions. And my name is Sharonda L. Barksdale, and I am a spiritual life empowerment coach. I'm coming to you live from both YouTube, my YouTube channel, AYE Live, and from Black Queens of Spiritual Healing. Hey, ladies. I'm going to type in my link tree right quick over here so you can find me. And you can also come follow me over on YouTube. Come on over. How y'all doing? Come into the room and say, hey, hey. That is my link tree. If you are in Black Queens, come on over to my link tree so you can click on YouTube. I want y'all to come visit me over here in YouTube land. Come on over to YouTube. Come to YouTube. Well, you can be in Black Queens too, but I want to make sure y'all are subscribing so you can always know when I am going live. And if you're over here in YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but you're going to like it. So go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hell no, somebody just took away their like. Put my like back. So today we're going to talk about how do I connect to my higher power. Especially, I'm an admin over here in Black Queens of Spiritual Healing. Peace and blessings, my Toya. And so, one of the conversations that comes up often is people wanting to know how to connect to their higher power. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Trissy, peace and blessings. So I want all of us to have that beautiful relationship. So many people are stepping away from what they used to know as Christianity and just religion itself. A lot of people are walking away from that space. Hey, Eva, peace and blessings. Good night to you, my dear. So everybody wants to know, how do I connect? How do I form this relationship? Because everybody's struggling. They found out all this stuff. Peace, Rita. They found out all these things about Christianity that's kind of turned people off. I am an ordained minister. I'm not actively preaching in a church anymore, working in a church per se. But for me, I needed God to be bigger. Christianity for me made God so in a box. I didn't understand this God that was kind of sitting and watching, waiting for me to do something wrong. And then I was getting punished. I didn't understand that particular God. I wanted to understand this God that was loving. I needed a God that would accept me as I am and I could become better through that love. And so I kind of stepped away from the traditional sense of church, but I still hold on to some of those teachings because the things that I learned, there were things that was love there. She wants to know my ring size. Tell her 8, Tab. Tell her size 8. Thank you, Jody. My JoJo making me a ring. Yes, baby. So, we want to know, how do I connect? How do I find out? Because that was a big thing. Once you walk away from organized religion, now you're trying to figure it out on your own, right? Peace, Farah. You're trying to figure out, how do I know who God is? How do I hear from God? How do I have this experience with God? So that's what I just want to kind of help all of you with tonight. If you're in spirituality, I don't think that we have to all call source, spirit, infinite power, whatever it is, the same thing. So one of the first steps in connecting with your higher power is giving it a name. For me, especially in my intimate prayer times, I call God Mother, Father, Spirit, because that's what I feel. I feel this a parental force there. And so I call it Mother, Father, Spirit. What are some of the names that you all use? What are the names that you use for your higher power? Even those who don't necessarily believe in God per se, and you believe in yourself, is it your higher self that you're believing in? What are you connecting to? Tell me some of the names that you use for your higher power. This is a conversation we had in our shadow work class. Farah said source. Source is a beautiful one. I use source often too. Peace and blessings, Lydia. So source is a good one. What else? What are some names that y'all are using? Come on. Some still call it God, infinite wisdom, Yah, Yahweh. Come on and interact with me, y'all. I see y'all over here. Tabitha said mother, father, spirit, love. Love is a beautiful one. Oh my God. I think actually, Tab, at the beginning when I first got into spirituality, love was the main one for me. But then I started learning God as this other thing. Tab said beloved. Yes. Eva said creator. Lydia said ancestors. Okay. There needs to be a name. Rita said God. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. But when we call it, we need to title. There's a reason why there are words. Because if you don't say what something is, how do you know how to reach it? If you didn't have a name, Lydia, for example, how would people call you? How would people beckon you? Lydia, they'd be like, hey, that girl, you right there. And all these girls would be turning around, all these women would be turning, everybody's trying to figure out who are they talking to? There's a reason. There is power in a name. There is power in a name. You have to have a name. Look, I'm messing with my hair. You need to have a name to be called. So what is the name? Have you considered what do you call your higher power? It's important. Not just, hey, you, or I just don't know. So creator, ancestors, whatever it is, now you know how to connect to that thing. That's how your beginnings come with trying to connect with your higher power. Give it a name, a definitive name that resonates with you. What feels good to you, right? Okay, so number 2, what are some of the characteristics of your God, of your spirit, of beloved, of creator? Share with me some of the characteristics. What do you think of when you think of your higher power? Provider. That's definitely one. That's probably the one that most people think of. The very first thing that people think of when they think of God or their ancestors is a provider. What else do you think of when you think of your higher power? Give us some characteristics. I'm trying to help y'all get there now. Y'all gonna come with me or no? I just want to know. Come on. What do you call it? I love, like I said, provider. Love. Love is a characteristic. Love is a beautiful characteristic. All knowing. Tab said loving, gentle, protector. Eva said protector. Avia said protector. Okay. Yes. What else? Some characteristics. Because I'm gonna get you all the way there. We on the way. Trust me. I'm gonna get you to a full connection with your God. But I want some characteristics because you have to know what does it feel like when you connect with that? Does it feel like power? That's a characteristic. Power, powerful, loving, peace. What about peace, y'all? When I think of God, Mother, Father, Spirit, I think of this peaceful being, something that's not a whole bunch of chaos, a bunch of drama. Farah said, the great I am, wisdom, strength. Eva said, unconditional love. Okay, baby. Unconditional love. That's beautiful. I love that. Absolutely. And that's probably a big one. That's the biggest one for me anyway. Is understanding that your covering, your higher power is unconditional with his love. Happiness, beautiful, yes. But that unconditional love is what we call agape. Peace and blessings, Lasanzia. Agape love. Agape means just unconditional, I love you no matter what. And I want you to remember some of these words that you're saying because we're going to come back to that. Give me some more characteristics of God. When you think of God, what do you think of? Joy. Ooh, that's another one. How about faithful? How about faithful? Okay, my God is faithful, meaning that no matter what, I can trust that that being is going to show up for me. Period. It is just like y'all want a faithful man. Y'all better expect your God to be faithful, or a faithful woman. Don't you expect that to be faithful? Your higher power, your source, goodness. How about gentleness? Reliable. Yes. Peace. How about patience? Being patient. Serenity, Tiffany. Oh gosh. My higher power is definitely serene. Farah said divine. I hope y'all are writing these words down. If you have pen and paper nearby, write these words down. Keep these characteristics in front of you so you don't forget how spirit is represented in your life. Mm-hmm. Gizzy said, God just spoke to me. Oh my God, I have to make a video. Don't worry, Miss Sharonda, it's the homework. Whatever, Gizzy. She'd be sending me videos sometimes, and I'd be like, that don't have nothing to do with the homework. Farah said, a sanctuary. Ooh, nice. She said, a sanctuary. Because a lot of times people get having a higher power and it be in a sanctuary as two separate things. We think of the sanctuary as like a church, right? Really, you are a sanctuary for your spirit, for your God. You are a sanctuary, but your God is a sanctuary, a place to go into to find your peace, to find your love, to find that gentleness, to find that caring, to find all these beautiful things. Spirit is a sanctuary, somewhere to go to find the things that you need. So far we've discussed number one, how to connect, giving it a name. A name. What is the name? What's the name of your power? What do you call it? When you sit down in the quietness in your meditation space where you communicate, how do you beckon it? I have called my higher power Sharonda. I have called my higher power Sharonda by my name because I believe that I am God. I am the very essence of God. So sometimes to remind myself of my goddessness, I have called God Sharonda. Sharonda, you are powerful. You are beautiful. You are loving. You are joy. You are peace. You are a creator. You are divine. Sometimes you need to call it by your name. Tabitha and Avia said, Father, yes. But let it be yours. Don't let people take that name away from you. Okay? Because even if we went into the Bible, there are gazillion names. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Rophe, I am, Yah, all these things, all these different names. But that spirit knows that you're talking to it when you give it that attention. Latantia said goddess. My God is female, or at least both female and male. Mine is both male and female as well. Mine is too. That's why I tend to address it as mother, father, spirit. Especially when I'm in a deep, dark place and I'm struggling a little bit. Mother, father, spirit, I need you. Because I'm thinking about that mother, father characteristic, right? Yeah. Farah said, when things around me are going crazy, I retreat within to connect to God who is at my sanctuary. Beautiful. Farah said, I enjoyed my higher self, then I call upon my guides, angels, ancestors, and ascended masters and infinite spirit. Y'all heard that? Let me say that again. I enjoyed my higher self, then I call upon my guides, angels, ancestors, and ascended masters and infinite spirit. Okay, she's summoning the whole spirit team, baby. She bringing the team to it. Yep, Gizzy said, yeah. God is within. I'm a big believer. There is no God permeates and penetrates everything. You don't get away from spirit. You don't get away from it. Everything was created by spirit. If you subscribe to this belief, if you don't believe, this is the wrong lie for you. That's all I got to say. But you if you're going to be a part of spirituality, you have to know all things were created. Even this phone and this laptop, even these things right here, they were created by power that was given to us by God that dwells within. So often we're taught this God that's so far away, sitting far away, waiting for us to call on it. Really, and I'm being honest with you, spirit has never left you. You leave God, you leave spirit, you leave source. It is us that abandons that space. It's us. It's not it. It doesn't leave us and go off into this land until we call it back. It's always present with you, but you haven't defined the name for it. You haven't even called it by name to say, this is who I need you, source. I need you. Tiffany said, okay. hmm Same here. Okay. Yes. I needed this. Me too, girl. Look, Tab says, I call my team my tribe. Okay. Eva said detach. It really is. We disassociate spirit from us. We don't realize that we are every single person you encounter has the spirit of God within them. Now, it shows up differently. That's why I told you to come up with the characteristics of your God, because now you know how you need to show up. If God is in you and you've come up with these characteristics, right? Y'all did it. You came up with characteristics of how you believe God is. Then shouldn't you be showing up as that thing if God lives within you? I'll let y'all think on that for a second. Farrah said, yes, all hands on deck. I need a higher realm of support. We do get out of alignment. I call on my spirit team is my ancestors. So it's God for me, my ancestors, the angels, the archangels, and some of my spirit guides. Those are who I call on. Farrah said, we are pouty children and God is just sitting like a parent, just looking and waiting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tiffany said, I feel like my eye was open, but now it's closed. I got overly stressed out. I'm back on my spiritual path. Yeah, it happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us, Tiffany. But that's why I'm having this conversation today, because that's what's happening to a lot of people. The ones of you who do reach out to me, and y'all know y'all can reach out to me anytime you want to. I have, by the way, over here in Black Queens, my link tree is pinned to the top of this chat. You can come on over to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I want y'all to hit subscribe because I'm not always in Black Queens, but I'm always on YouTube. Anytime I do a live, it's going to be on YouTube. Sometimes I do YouTube in Black Queens. Sometimes I do YouTube in my IG page, but I want to make sure y'all can find me. I will be doing a free 7-day chakra alignment next week. Each day we're going to go through each chakra and do some aligning and learning about each chakra. But I want to make sure y'all are following me. So if you're over here in Black Queens, make sure you hit on that link tree while you're here. Follow everything. Follow me on IG. Follow my business page. Come on over to the Shadow Work group. Come on over to YouTube. Come on, tear it up, y'all. Look, I'm telling you to stalk me, okay? But we're going to get this right. We're going to get this right. So, yeah, we get out of alignment, we get out of place, and we have our issues where we just struggle sometimes because of life. We forget that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And within the human experience, bad things happen. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you bad. It just means that you're having an experience within the human realm that you have to conquer. That's it. You're not bad. That difficult time you went through, you might have made a crazy decision, dated the wrong person, wasted some money, fucked up on the job, things like that. You may have done that. Okay, it happens to the best of us, but we're learning. This is a process, babies. Gizzy said, listen, we get personal sometimes. I be needing an intimate cis bro goddess. Yes, intimate. That's, girl, I'm so glad you said that. This relationship that we're talking about today is a level of intimacy. It doesn't have to always be in this form of getting down on your knees and putting your hands together and praying. Sometimes it's walking through your house, standing there, washing dishes, cooking, cleaning, driving in your car. This God is with you at all times. So whenever you need to have the conversation, The name you call, source, I need you right now. And this is what I was going to say, and I got thrown off. When you call on that name, it doesn't make God more aware of you. What it does is it makes you more aware of God. Your name for God makes you more aware of God. The spirit that lives within, divine spirit, divine goddess, whatever you call it, is within you at all times, and it knows your needs. Matter of fact, it knows what it wants for your life. It knows what it wants. It wants you to have great things. The more stuff you have, the more it can manifest itself through you. The more it can manifest itself through you when you have more stuff. Spirit wants you to have the things that you desire. However, you're forgetting to call on your source. You're forgetting to call on your source and align yourself with all these beautiful characteristics that you have called God. Like Farah just said, God don't need us. We need God. That's how we get clarity. Spirit imparts us onto this physical realm as babies. We come into the earth as these babies for the purpose of serving out our purpose, which is usually love. It starts with love. Our purpose starts with love. So we're imparted onto the earth with a purpose. But the idea is that we always reconnect back to source. We have parents, we have relationships, but the most important relationship is you always being connected to where you came from, which is source, right? Fair says she's over here tingling. Kizzy said, hey, hey. Okay, if y'all are enjoying this conversation, I need to see some hey, hey, A's. Because y'all know I can get a little deep here. Eva said, I find my path is lonely until I surrender and call on God. Yes, baby. Hi, Angie. Hey, Shauna. Yes. I'm glad I see y'all coming over here to YouTube and hitting subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Trixie Love. Thank you for coming over to YouTube and subscribing. Hit that link tree so you can come over to YouTube and subscribe for me. And make sure you hit like when you get over here. But it's so important that you make sure that God is not sitting there like, oh my God, I don't want her to have nothing. She's so bad. No, Spirit is up here like, is she going to call on me or no? And here's the other thing. Do you like people in your life who only come to you when you need something, when they need something? Do you like it? No. So what makes you think that this infinite power with unlimited resources is just sitting there trying to give you everything you want only when you decide to come and ask for it? Don't that feel a little selfish? Just a little selfish? Spirit wants to have an active relationship with you. But you have to call on it. You have to give it its attention so that you can get the things that you desire from this life. Jamie said, hey, thank you for coming over, Jamie. Look, I love y'all in Black Queens. Keep coming over to YouTube and click on like while you're here. Hit that subscribe button. And we're going to be having these type of conversations because it's kind of who I am. It's just kind of who I am. And let me say real quick before we go further. Also, I want to make sure y'all know that I have a school that is opening on February the 1st called SMILE. And SMILE is the Self Mastery Institute for Learning Empowerment. These are going to be the type of conversations we will be having. Absolutely. Make sure you bring a friend, share the video. When you go to my link tree, you can see you'll be able to go to Smile and sign up for our email list because at the end of the month, I'm going to start sending out emails for you to go ahead and pay $5. Our introductory price for the school is $5 a month. $5 a month. Love 16 said I put the wrong A on Facebook. I put That's all right. AYE. And we use A when we do my lives because the name of my business is called Authentically Your Expressions. So yeah, we're going to be starting the school. So make sure y'all are hitting this link tree. Come to YouTube. Come to Smile. Come to the shadow work classes. I'm trying to get us all the way in. All of us. I'm taking us all into a space where we can manifest the life that we desire. But the reason you are not getting the life that you desire is number one, not having a name for your God. Yes, Miss Gizzy, I want my $5 a month for the school. But you're not going ahead and calling it by name. Mother, Father, Spirit, I need you. Protector, I need you. Love, I need you. Beloved, whatever you want to call it. Hey, best friend, I need you. Whatever you want to call your infinite source, make sure that that's what you're calling it by name. That's number one. The other reason that y'all are having a hard time connecting with your spirit is because the characteristics. If you want to show up, we are drawn to like beings. That's just kind of how it is. You see the birds that flock together, they all kind of look alike, they all hang out together. Spirit wants to be around the people that looks like it, that are showing up as it. So if you need spirit to show up as love, you need to be love. If you want spirit to show up as provider, you need to be provider. The things that you are expecting, those characteristics should kind of show up in you a little bit. I'm not saying be perfect about it, but be on a path to it at least, right? We should be on the path. Love 16, thank you, baby, for subscribing. So yeah, we have to begin to show up as the very things that we want. Come on, y'all. We out here buck wilding and acting crazy, especially the things that are doing things to hurt people. I'm not saying don't have sex and don't drink and things like that. But when you do stuff where that's the whole point of that drunkenness thing. You're drinking to a point where you're catching DUIs and you could be killing somebody. That doesn't look like spirit. If you're going to go out and have drinks and you're going to catch you an Uber, have fun. You're being safe. I'm talking about the stuff that we're doing out here that is hurting people, like sleeping with these folks' husbands. Yeah, I need some cricket sound effects because, boy, doing the live, I've been needing some sound a little bit sometimes. I curse a lot too. I don't curse people out. See, that's the difference, Love 16. That's the difference. I still cuss now. I got a good cuss word for you every so often. I don't look. I done cussed already tonight. Avia said you was hitting it on the head tonight, girl. Didn't I tell you to follow me? This ain't new. So see, some of y'all, I'm new to you, but like I said, I'm an admin over here in Black Queens. I'm often in here doing my lives, and I be trying to get y'all together, but y'all be ignoring me. So if you don't want to ignore me, come follow me. But I'm trying to get us all the way there. Your cussing, I don't see as a big issue, but the cussing people out, that's the issue. Be careful with that, you know. So yeah, we're going to try to connect better. We have a name, right? We have characteristics. We're trying to show up and not hurt people. It's a journey. I know. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, but be mindful not to hurt people. Number 3, the third thing that we're going to do in order to connect with our spirit is create a spiritual practice. How do you worship this God now? The one that you are talking about. How do you have an intentional relationship? It's one thing to just have conversations with it, right? But how do you honor that space? Sitting down and being still. Is it through dance? A lot of the girls talk about how much they dance, the movement of your body. That movement is giving praise, is giving worship. I don't care what the music is that you're listening to, but if you're thinking about connecting with your higher power in your dance, in the movement of your body, being able to say thank you for these arms, thank you for these hands, these shoulders, all this, that moving, all that could be your spiritual practice. It doesn't have to look the same every day, but it has to be an intentional relationship, one that says, I am devoting this time to you. That's why we're struggling. Gizzy said, oh, I dance. Okay. Yeah, Love 16, what is your name? Stillness, yoga, and coloring. Coloring is a beautiful one. Oh my gosh, yes. She says she gets into stillness, she does yoga, and she colors. Love it. Coloring is a beautiful way. Yes. Sitting down and just saying, I just want you here in this creative space with me. I just wanted to create. When we create, we do that. Oh, that's Tiffany. Okay. Gizzy says she colors. Farah says she colors. Yes. But using, not just sitting down with some crayons and coloring, but using that time to be with spirit. Spirit, I need you to be with me right now. Journaling, sitting down and writing. Tab's a big journaler. Sitting down and writing what you want, what your thoughts are. What do I desire? What is it that I'm trying to manifest through my life? How am I showing up for other people? Things like that. Simple things like giving something to someone else is a way of worshiping. It's saying that I have something in excess and I'm so thankful for it that I'm going to give it to someone else. Do you think that your spirit, your higher power isn't well pleased when you do these things? Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Yes. Miss Bella's Farah. Yeah. What are your spiritual practices? Come on, y'all. Share with me what you do. I want to know more about what y'all do in order to practice your spirituality, your connection. What do you do? Because that's an important part of you being connected with your higher power. I hear these questions a lot. People like, how do I connect? I don't know how to hear. That's how you begin to hear. The more you become like God, the more you can hear God speak through other people. Because I know you've heard people. I know you've listened to people under the sound of their voice, and you know there's got to be God. You know it. Tiffany says she put up an altar. I have one too. I burn letters I write to God. I do too. I do too. I have an altar as well. Tab says she sings like candles. Tab, you're going to have to sing for me one day. She meditates. She journals. Avia says, I'm new to this and I'm still figuring that part out. Baby, that's absolutely fine. But that's how you start practicing, is by trying different things. Meditation for a lot of people is difficult. I get it. I really do understand. If it's hard for you, I don't care. Keep doing it. Meditation is one. You will find physical healing within meditation because you have to be still. God is. God is. Not God was, not God will be. God is. Meaning God said, I am. Therefore, God is present. You attach to the present by being still, by being quiet, and by listening. So you can look, that's my opinion, and I'm gonna straight up say it's my opinion, but I ain't letting it go of my opinion like it ain't fact. Meditation, I believe every single person on this earth should be doing. It doesn't have to be a quiet meditation. There are walking meditations. There's such thing as moving meditation, meaning you're in motion, but your mind is stayed on the expectation of being with God. It doesn't have to be quiet all the time. Go on YouTube. Y'all on YouTube? Have y'all come over here yet to YouTube? After you come to YouTube and hit subscribe, type in, when we get off, guided meditations and listen to somebody's voice. Listening to the sound of my voice right now is forcing you all to be present. I mean, some of you are still thinking, but it forces you to be present. Gizzy said, color, dance, meditate, light candles, write, sing, different things. Absolutely. Latantia said, candles, meditation, prayer, journaling, and morning stillness. Gizzy said, the peace I found in meditation, I slept like a baby. Okay, girl, that meditation will take you down sometimes. Farah said, I meditate and pray. Prayer is you talking to God. Meditation is God speaking to you. Absolutely. Latanya said, shower meditation. Girl, that is my joint. I do shower meditation every night. I jump in the shower. Every night. I go before God. That water space is me and God. That's me and God. The sound of the water brings me so close to the divine spirit. Yes, me too. Me too. Jamie says, I meditate in the tub. I feel most at peace in water. Yes. That water space, you will find spirit there. If you are struggling, if you are having a hard time, if you're going through hell, get in some water. I don't care if you don't have a tub, it's okay. The shower works just as well. Dolly said, I love this. I'm glad you do, baby. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Hertz music. Is that how you pronounce it? Is the HZ? Is it Hertz? Don't judge me. Whatever. Rita said, I sit at my altar until something connects. Nice. Mm-hmm. The war thing, and that's where you do a lot of release. That's why I do a lot of my release. I go into my shower, and whatever it may be stressing me, if I'm having some anxiety or anything like that, I allow the water to run. Dolly said, definitely after showers, I feel great and always thank God. Good. Mm-hmm. Linda Cedar Leaf Insight Timer. Oh, does a wash away affirmation and it uses water. Very nice. Linda Cedar Leaf on Insight Timer. I'm gonna have to find that, Latanzia. Thank you. She said, pure YouTube. I don't know what just happened over here. I just saw said the connection was unstable, but I think we've been rocking over here in Black Queens. But God doesn't need the reminding. Let me say that again. God does not need to be reminded to be there for you. You need to be reminded to be in the presence of God. That's what your spiritual practice is about. Don't make this deep, babies. Don't make this too hard. What resonates with you when you do it and you feel good in it, that's it. That's it. Sometimes you have to do it consistently. Like meditation is one we have to do consistently. Altars, you put on your altar what resonates with you, the things that you believe that your ancestors were like, the things that you know some of your ancestors like, so that you can call them and give them thanks. What's the name? Number two. What was number two? What are the characteristics? What are the characteristics of how you had to get away from that whole punishing God, that God that's coming out the sky to get me? I couldn't deal with that God. And 9 times out of 10, when we think that God in your life that destroyed your life, that was a God that was you. That was you. That was not God. So let me just go ahead. That was you. That was not God. So let me just go ahead and put that out there from it. Well, God has a sense of humor too, for sure. Yeah. Y'all started making me mad right now. But yeah. So you make decisions, y'all blame it on God. Why God with me, the essence of God, and manifested in human form, and you return to God. So therefore, you get to create the life that you desire. The reason you're not creating the life that you desire is because you're not staying focused. You're not staying focused. You're letting your humanness get in the way. You're letting your horniness get in the way. You're letting your greediness get in the way. You're letting your selfishness get in the way. That's why you're not manifesting the life that you desire. It's not because God doesn't want it for you. It's because you're not making the decision to have it. I went there, darling. I went there. That's why. The level of focus, the stuff that most of us want from life, when people see things, they think of millions of dollars. The millions of dollars isn't just going to drop in your lap. It just doesn't happen like that. And even when it does, we've seen the people who win the lottery and they lose all the money because they have not changed. They are the same people they were when they won the lottery. They didn't think about investing it. They didn't think about maintaining it. They didn't do anything that was going to be worthwhile, making this money make money for them. So even in those opportunities, oh, good, it got clear just then, girl. Yeah, we're not doing the focus that we need. You want to make millions of dollars, you better have $1 million focus. You're a human too. But the spirit that lives within you can give you every damn thing you desire, even the healthy relationships. But you have to start showing up first. We come up with all these characteristics of the people I want. All these characteristics. I want somebody who's faithful. I want somebody who's loving. I want somebody who's consistent. We're not even consistent with our God. Farrah said she won $8 tonight. Okay, you on the way, girl. You winning. That's winning. Okay. We have to show up as the characteristics that we want to see in other people. Be consistent with your relationship with your higher power so that you can have the things that you desire. Period. Now, if you really want to go all the way there with me, that's when you're going to join our Smile group. That's when you're going to go on. You're going to go down to my little link tree. Hey, Trend, those of you over here in YouTube land, you're going to go into my About page and you're going to go over to authenticallyyourexpressions.com. The website is there. And you're going to sign up for Smile because that's what that school is for, self mastery. You have got to learn to master yourself. The Spirit of God, the Spirit of the ancestors, all of that is dwelling within you. It's running through your blood. It's in your veins. It wants you to have a greater life. Your ancestors want to see you better than they ever lived. That's what they want. But we get caught up in the men, and we get caught up in getting fast money and not good money. We get caught up in the clothing and all this other extra stuff. Not to say you can't have that, but first think about how can I make my money keep making some money for me so therefore I can afford to get all the stuff that I want. Trend. Peace and blessings, girl. So that's what the Self Mastery Institute for Learning Empowerment is about, is learning how to master yourself when it comes to things like this. The very first month, February 1st, when we open the virtual doors of Smile, is self-love. Self-love. That's the very first thing. Me, Farah, Tabitha, and Tab's husband, who will be doing cooking lessons for vegan and vegetarian foods. I told y'all to come on over to Smile. He will be doing some cooking lessons. We're going to teach you how to master self-love in the first month that we're open for Smile. If you can master self-love, y'all can get anything else done. But this was what this journey is about, mastering the humanness so you can tap into that connection with God. And so everything you desire will show up. It got quiet. Somebody better say, hey, 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 hey. I need some A's up in here because it got quiet. Tiffany said I was celibate for a year and something, and prayed. And now I've been with a good man for a year now. Hey, that's your connection, baby. That was your connection. Don't look at Tiffany and be like, oh, I need to do exactly what she did so I can get what I want. That was her personal connection to God. That's how her and God connects. That's how God manifested for her. Stop it. Stop tripping. Okay? But you have to develop that personal relationship so you know her, God through her wanted her to be celibate. I wasn't celibate. I wasn't celibate before I got married. I wasn't. It's all right, you know. But it worked. Dolly said, I'm making bottles. Tiffany said, I promised God to mentally leave an ex alone. Ooh, that's a big one. Detaching from that space. Eva said, I was celibate for 4 years and I met my husband and know that he was sent to save me. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I was not celibate. I might as well be honest. Hell, my husband didn't want to be celibate the night before the wedding. I'm like, dude, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Just hold on. You know, he didn't want to be, you know, but it worked for us. It worked for us. Tiffany said, that's how I think that's happened. I couldn't stop thinking of my ex and it was damaging me. Girl, yeah, people have a hard time cutting cords and they wonder why they can't connect with another person because you're comparing that person. You're comparing them. A lot of times it's a comparison. We get into a new relationship with a brand new person who came from two totally different parents, who had different life experiences, and we keep comparing them to someone else. Girl, don't get me started about relationships tonight. We talk about the relationship with God, okay? Look, if y'all come to the shadow work, we'll have that conversation in a little bit though, because the fourth week, excuse me, this is the second week. The first week we talked about God, our relationship with God, yourself, and others. Spirit had me break it down. So this week we just focused on our relationship with God. Next week in shadow work, we'll be focusing on our relationship with ourselves. And the third week, we'll be talking about relationships with others. And we definitely will get into that conversation then. Farah said our walks are different because some of us have a clear path because we did the work. Absolutely, ma'am. Meanwhile, the rest got so much junk in our path, we can't walk straight and wonder why we ain't going nowhere. Hmm. All off our path and other people lane. She said that's exactly what's going on. Even said I've been with him for 18 years. Oh, she said it was a spiritual connection. Yeah. And sometimes it's hard for us to wait for that. Sometimes it's really hard for us to wait for that. So yeah, join the shadow work group. And the shadow work group is still it still will be in its own group, but you will only have access to it through Smile, through your $5 a month, your introductory $5 a month, starting February 1st. So come on over now so that y'all can receive all the information that y'all need to receive so we can be doing this. We got to master ourselves, y'all. So we talked about three ways. I'm going to reiterate them for people who just joined us. First, to connect with God, we gave God a name. What do you call God? Number two, what is the characteristics? How do you believe God shows up? How does God look? What are the feels that you believe exist within your God? And number three, we talked about how do you worship or spend time or connect? What do you do on a regular basis? Because all of us like relationships that are continuous, right? All of us. We want people who are consistent in our lives. Good, Avia. Thanks for signing up, baby. Yeah. So we talked about that. So number four, before I get too late into the night, the last thing that I have that was downloaded to me to share with having your connection with your spirit is gratitude. Practicing gratitude. Saying thank you. Even when it feels like all is horrible, find something to say thank you about. You tap into universal source, the thing that has everything. You tap into the universal source that is out there taking care of the trees that don't need you to come fertilize it or water it. That's what you tap into. That thing that doesn't need human attention. You're tapping into that level of source when you're saying thank you. That's right, Farrah. Farrah reminded me to say to y'all, when it comes to Smile, y'all know people who need this self-mastery and this type of information. Share the link. Share this with your friends. Y'all have had these conversations with each other. I just need my life to be better. I don't know why I'm going through so many struggles. Sign up for Smile and bring people with you. We'll give you more things to be thankful for. Gratitude is my thing. Yeah, I saw that too, Farrah. Saying thank you is how you tap into universal substance. That's Think about it. If someone comes to you and be like, thank you so much. Just like y'all. I'm so grateful that y'all show up on the lives. I'm grateful that Farrah, you said, fuck it, huh? You like you tired of it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It keeps talking about the connection, but if it was my Wi-Fi, I'd have a connect. I'd have a problem over here in Black Queens too. So I don't know what's going on YouTube. Just step into spaces like this. Anytime you see my face, anytime you're going to see me, I ask God to go before me continuously for hours or even days is because I submit to my connection with God. I feel anxiety sometimes, go straight to God. I feel like I want to eat some stuff I don't need to be eating. I go straight to God. I have surrendered my life, not because I want to be perfect and better than everybody and I need to tell everybody what they're doing. No, I do this so that I can show up for you. I'm a healer. As a healer, I have to be able to show up in the most beautiful and majestic way so people don't see me. I want you to see God. I want you to see God when you see me. Tiffany said, if you ever stop, just inbox me. I'll still give you $5 a month. See, God. Sorry, honey. Look, I'm a life coach. If you're going to see me individually, it's going to cost a little bit more than $5 a month. It's going to cost more than that. But yeah, individually, yeah, it's going to cost more than that, baby. Look, and then my price is going to go up soon. I don't know what's going on over there, YouTube, Farrah. But I love doing this. And that goes for every single one of you. You will magnify and do greater in whatever it is that you do if you have your connection with Spirit. Spirit wants to manifest through you, through your job, through your cars, through everything. When people see you doing well, people are like, how do you do that? Girl, this is my connection with Spirit. Now you've directed them away from looking at you and directed them back to their relationship with their God, how they relate to God and how God manifests through them. That's how you get, that's why Spirit wants to give you more so that it can be larger. Not so you could brag about what all you did and what all you got. That's not what it's for. Spirit wants to manifest through you, through that house, through that car, through everything you desire. But y'all aren't getting that thing. They're not manifesting in your life because you're falling apart at the seams. Every time something bad happens, you're not maintaining that connection. You don't have any spiritual practice. You're not calling it by name. Latanzi said, "It's your voice for me. It brings me a connection that reminds me of some of my female ancestors. It's strong and comforting." I've heard that before, Latanzia. I have. Tiffany laughed. Dolly said, "I'm so glad I caught this. I hope to catch more." That's why I say y'all better make sure y'all follow me over here in YouTube. Make sure you follow me over here in YouTube. Because I got y'all. Bring people with you. This isn't just for you. What we do is to expand the world. The things that we're learning influences other. You want a better relationship with your husband? Be a better you. Focus on you. Don't worry about what they ain't doing right. When people see you being better, they want to get closer and they want to know, what is it that you're doing? What is that? That's why I have clients who are paying more than $5 a month because they want that one-on-one and they know that they're going to get some God work done through them. And that's just what I do. That's not me bragging. I didn't have a choice. Spirit wouldn't let me get away with shit. You hear me? Nothing. Every time I tried to do a little bit of something that was a little trifling, bap, 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 I got the whoopings quick. I had to get in line. And I realized I had to get in line for you. I had to get in line. And that's what it's for. And I'm okay with that. And Tiffany said, "Man, what?" You said, "It's so true. I just started a fruit fast because my spirit told me. I do whatever my spirit tells me." Me too. I'm fasting as well for that very reason. Mostly discipline because I had to just get my body in check. My body just was dumbing, just wanted everything, and I was eating it. Mm-hmm. So Farrah said, "Get your friend circle tight and right. Level up together. Your girlfriends, your friends, the people who are your friends, you bring them with you. You tell them, look, follow this lady over here on YouTube because she be bringing it. Because that's how you all level up together. And then guess what? The ones who don't want to do this, the ones who don't, that's not your friend. The ones who don't want to level up with you, it's okay. Leave their ass behind. You go get what you need. Okay?" Tiffany said, "I was going to ask you." Yes, baby, I do. Oh, yes, I life coach. Look, that's my day job. I am a life coach. Again, the link tree, you could go to my website, Authentically Your Expressions. If you go to my website, just go to the contact page and send me a message in the contact page and tell me that you would like a free consultation. I'll do a free consultation. We can sit down and chat it up and see what you need and see how I can be there to support you. And you'll see my prices there as well. Dolly said, "I need to listen." At least you know. At least you know, baby. But yeah, any of you, if you need a free consultation, I do free consultations, 30 minutes. You ain't taking up a whole bunch of my time now. I'm telling you that now. But I do a 30-minute free consultation. We can sit, chat it up. I can point you in the right direction, even if you're not going to be getting into one of my life coaching programs at the moment, but you need some direction. Go over to my website. Go on over to my website and let's get this life right, y'all. Come on, man. It's time to get it together. Eva said, "Leave them. Everybody can walk that journey with you." Not everybody can walk that journey with you. Absolutely. Tiffany said, "I signed up already for your monthly event." Awesome. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Trent said, "Lovingly releasing all that does not serve our highest good." What? Look, I leave everybody behind at this point. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. Love my husband, love his little stinky dirty drawers. Been together for 13 years. Been married 13 years. I met him in 2002. So about almost 19 years I've known him. And if he was to trip hard on me today and didn't understand my journey and where spirit is taking me, he got to go too. Nobody. Nobody. Thank you, Farah. Farah put my website right here for you. Click directly on it if you want to go over there to see my different services. I have several different programs. I do shadow work. I have a shadow work program. I help you work on your vision. I have one called Cope, Creating Our Peaceful Existence, for people who have gone through some level of trauma and have already gotten therapy. If you need therapy, I'm going to tell you when we do a consultation, baby, I don't know if I can work with you. You need therapy first. I'm not a therapist. I am a spiritual life empowerment coach, and I'm good. I'm good at it. It's just what it is. So, yeah, I've had y'all tied up for about an hour now, so I'm not going to keep running my mouth. But yes, make sure you're sealing the deal on a daily basis. Open your eyes with gratitude. When you get somewhere safely, say thank you. Do you know how much spirit loves for you to acknowledge its presence? Do you know what kind of, you'll never get the good feels that you know spirit is happy with you? Keep saying thank you. Ooh, thank you. Life is hard, but I got a roof over my head. Thank you. Yeah. Say your thank yous. So thank you. Thank you, every single one of you, for being here tonight. Thank you for those who have signed up for a smile, who signed up for the 7-day chakra. Look, once I hang up from here, this live will still be in Black Queens. You can still get to the link tree and all that good stuff. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I appreciate every single one of you. Just keep doing the work. Keep staying in contact with people who are going to help you do the work. And we're going to get it in, y'all. This is going to be a better year. This is going to be a better life. Tomorrow is going to be better than today, period. Every single day, we're going to get better. So y'all have a beautiful, beautiful night. I look forward to speaking to y'all soon. Peace and blessings. Bye. Bye.